when I was 10 and my brother Oz was 7. Our lives changed.
Our lives changed in the blink of an eye. Forever.
I assume you're our driver?
We're here to take you to the phone.
In this? This is unacceptable. We require a proper ambulance. After that, I'll need to inspect the accommodations to ensure that they're acceptable and...
Hello, children. I'm Louisa. And I know you go by Lou and Oz. Welcome to Virginia. This here's my friend Eugene.
Excuse me, madam? You can't expect us to ride back there.
No, I checked the fare back. There's enough right here to get you on the first train out.
Perhaps you don't speak English that well. I'm coming with you.
Perhaps you don't understand how folks around here feel about trespassers. We take it very seriously. And I've never fired a warning shot in my life.
Come on now.
Amanda, it's Louisa. I'm so glad we finally get to meet.
Well, hell no. Look at that.
Hop in, Diamond.
Come on, Jeff. Come on. Who's that?
Howdy, y'all. I expect y'all be Miss Louisa's people. Folks around here call me Diamond. My daddy said that's how hard my head beat.
I'm Lou. This is Oz.
Sorry to hear about your mama being hurt.
She's going to get better. Are we here?
Oh, no. Hell knows just dropped me off the river to go fishing.
His name's Eugene.
Folks around here call him Hell No.
Why?
Well, when Hell No was a baby, his daddy left him. Folks asked, "You gonna come back and get him?" He said, "Hell no."
Jacob Cardinal.
Not now, Amanda.
We can't live off awards, Jack.
I said not now, Amanda.
I wish you'd stop doing that. It's not gonna help. Your problem is you don't believe in anything. And your problem is you believe in everything.
Everything all right? What's that for, Oz?
Thought it'd help, Mom. Lou doesn't believe it.
Well, believing in something is a lot better than having an empty heart.
What smells?
That'd be manure.
Oh, you'll get to love that smell. Now, come on over here. Eugene's going to show you how to plow.
There you go.
Now, Maple here is about as strong as anything in the world.
I read in an animal book that you have to show them who's in charge.
Whoa!
I guess Mabel didn't read that book.
Louisa?
Lou, Oz, I want you to meet Cotton Longfellow. He's one of the finest lawyers around here.
Well, seeing as I am also one of the only lawyers around here, that is a dubious distinction. Oz? Lou?
We fell in manure. That's why she smells. Oz!
I don't know a farmer worth his take who hasn't fallen in manure at least once. I want to say how sorry I am for your father's passing. He was one of the greatest writers this country has ever had.
Lou, I think you might get along right well with Mr. Longfellow.
Are you related to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow?
I am indeed.
He was a great writer, too.
They live in the shadow of greatness. Can be a little difficult for some family members.
Well, Mr. Longfellow and I have things to talk over, so you best go get cleaned up. You go help your sister.
It's nice to meet you, Oz. Lou.
So what'd you find out, Cotton?
Well, there is no money in Jack Cardinal's estate. And there are a lot of unpaid hospital bills for Miss Amanda.
Well, we'll get by. We always do.
What exactly is wrong with Miss Amanda?
Mental trauma. That's what the doctor in New York wrote me. Says she may not get better. It's up to her. Maybe up to God.
Mental trauma can sometimes be overcome by mental stimulation. What better way to stimulate somebody than to read to them, particularly something that they are very familiar with.
My eyes ain't what they used to be. But
I would be honored to read to her.
good.
Wake up, Lou.
Wake up, Lou. Breakfast is ready. Eugene's gonna take you to school.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Can anybody tell me where the 2nd and 4th grade classes are?
Sure. Come on.
Right over here. Of course, that's just for Yankees.
Class, I'd like to introduce Louisa May and Oscar Cardinal. Louisa May and Oscar, will you stand up, please?
My name is Lou.
Their father was Jack Cardinal, a famous writer and my former student. He even met President Roosevelt. And I hear that Louisa May is also a writer. Well, we welcome you, Louisa May and Oscar.
My name is Lou. Why, it's Miss Louisa May. You been up to see the president, too? Are you always this scintillating? You call me a name? Didn't you call us Yankees?
You're living with that old woman and that crippled colored. Pa says she ain't keeping that farm going. Now with 3 more mouths to feed.
I don't care what your pa says.
You got a wad of cash big as my fist.
Then maybe he should spend it on his family.
You best take that back.
Make me. Shoot. I ain't hitting no girl. You're gonna have to, unless you can take that back. What do we got here? Guess you ain't much of a rider. She's too a rider.
Dang you, no good stinking bluebell.
Stop it! Hey, stop it now!
Get off of me.
You apologize to each other.
You can go straight to hell.
Stop your nonsense, Billy. Louisa May, I'm back here.
Man, her name is Lou.
Glad to see you made such a nice first impression, Lou.
They called us Yankees.
Oh, good Lord, ain't that evil.
The boy said we are going to lose the farm. It'll be okay, Oz. I got this for my last birthday. I want you to have it.
Birthday presents are special, Lou.
But I want to help.
This land has provided for me all my life. I think it'll provide for us now.
I know it's a lot with you and Master Feed, but
I wouldn't trade it for all the money in the world, honey.
Hi, Cotton.
Hey, Cotton.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm gonna read one of your father's books to your mother.
Our dad already read all his books to her. Besides, she can't hear you anyway.
Lou, go change your clothes and help Eugene with the chores. Go on.
Reading to Mom is a good idea.
Thank you, Oz. I will do my best. Good afternoon, Miss Amanda. My name is Cotton Longfellow, and it will be my pleasure to read to you.
What you working on there, Miss Lou?
A story?
What it be about?
I don't know, Eugene. Anything else we can do, Eugene?
Firewood's got to go inside.
I'll do it. What are you going to do now?
Oh, more chores.
Can I help?
Come on.
The dirt lane nudged over to the north as it cleared her eyes. Here the land splayed out into a broad valley of simple beauty. Green meadows were bracketed by vast forests of every wood that they boasted. Next to the meadow were cleared patchwork fields that yielded to weathered gray and wrapped with naked rambling rose vines.
Cotton was reading my father's words. Words about this place. The fields he used to play in. My only memories of my dad had been in New York. But now I was starting to feel him all around me here. In this place too. Diamond told me about Eugene's daddy leaving him.
That is a darn lie. Eugene's daddy did not leave him. He was killed in a logging accident. And after his auntie passed on, I took him in.
So why do people call him that awful name?
Because they're ignorant, that's why. Memories are a funny thing. People like to change the past so they can remember what it is they want to remember.
Good boy. Good boy, Jeff. How'd you learn how to toss like that?
Brother's got a really good arm.
Yeah.
What'd you do for fun in the city? Ever go skinny dipping in a gravel pit?
No gravel pits in Brooklyn. I never met a boy like Diamond before. He lived all by himself on the mountain. His mom had died when he was born.
and his dad died during a mining accident. The whole mountain had fallen on it. Louisa said that Diamond and I were like family, well, distant cousins. I never knew I had so much family here.
This here well is magic.
What do you mean?
There was a guy and a gal. They want to get hitched, but their families wouldn't let them. So, they made a plan to run off. Only something happened. And the feller, he thought the gal done got killed. So, he come down here, and he jump in. Now, gal, she found out, she come down here, and she jump in too.
That sounds like Romeo and Juliet.
Who?
What makes it magic, Diamond?
Well, them two people dying for each other, that's what made the well magic. Anybody have a wish, they come down here, it'll happen. There's just one little catch.
What?
You gotta give her the most important thing you got, just like they do.
But how do you know if it works?
Well, this here bucket, swing from left to right.
Blue, maybe we can...
No, Oz.
What?
It's just like your stupid necklace. It won't work. Mom's never coming back.
This morning's lesson, we will practice our letters. Please take out your books and write each letter 5 times. Lou, is something wrong?
I'm gonna whoop you.
Go get him! Go get him!
What the hell's going on here?
Billy got in another fight, George.
Sorry, Paul.
I was working in the damn fields, boy. Forget him. You let that damn girl do that to you? I ain't through with you, boy.
George, you leave him
Get
be.
off of me. Next year, no more damn school from you. You hear me? Huh?
Yes. Why don't you let Billy decide that?
Here, boy. You do what I say.
I see me a fine young man.
He ain't a grown man.
Yeah, but you are, so you keep your hands off of him.
You got that big color living at your house, don't you? God gonna strike you dead. God gonna strike you down for that. Got that Injun blood in you. You don't belong here, old woman.
If you ever lay a hand on him again, you better pray to whatever God it is you counsel with that I don't find you, George Davis.
Hey, you know who you're messing with, old woman?
Yeah, I know who I'm messing with. Your daddy beats you bad and he starves you and your sisters. Many a time I tried to come between us, and now you growed up to be just like him. Well, Billy's not going to be like that.
Billy, wake up, come on. Come on. You're gonna hear from me, woman.
Don't you worry, Miss Louisa. That man ain't gonna touch you or the children while I'm around.
Come on, children.
Why did George Davis say you don't belong here?
Well, my daddy was part Cherokee, and some folks around here don't like that. Me, I'm proud of it. So you've got native blood in you, too. I think that's pretty special.
You should have seen Billy's face when he opened that lunch pail. It was so funny.
Oh, look. Some wild grapes. They're all around here if you know where to look. chestnuts on the ground, wild onions underneath. You can get a whole meal out of this land without even lifting a finger.
They're amazing.
Tell me, Lou, did you see any food in Billy's pail?
No.
You see, what I find funny is that some children feel they ought to be ashamed when their daddy doesn't seem fit to give them anything. So ashamed that they had to haul a pail to school and pretend to eat so nobody would catch on that their daddy gives them nothing. Do you find that funny, Lou?
No.
You see, you had a fine daddy who loved you very much. And I know that makes it harder now that he's gone. But the thing is, Billy Davis has to live with his daddy every day. And I pray with all my heart that he survives it.
Why did my dad ever come back here?
You never know what's in someone else's heart, Lou. No matter how hard you try.
I wish that my mom would wake up.
Hey, come on. I gotta show you something. Get your brother.
Where are we going?
Come on. We're gonna go see God.
Diamond said every time he came here, God was sending him an angel. He thought he had a right good regimen of them.
This is where God touched the earth. Maybe someday they'll name it after me.
What are they doing?
George Davis, he has a still up here, so the sheriff won't catch him making moonshine. Jim! Jim!
What's that?
You come back here!
Darren, look out! Diamond!
I'll see what that is.
Run on! Hey, you! Get over here! Lou! I'm gonna get you! What? Where you running, boy? Help, Lou!
Hey! Who told you could come here?
Let him go! Stop!
What are you doing?
Daddy, no!
Ow!
Come on, get up! Run, y'all!
What the hell? Billy! What's wrong with you? Get up! Don't you ever touch my gun again, you understand? Never, boy! You busted up my still!
Don't you dare!
The little devil's tore my property. And I'm here to get paid.
Well, why don't you show the sheriff what they done to your still, and he can tell me what's fair?
You know I can't do that, woman.
Well, then you can find your way off my property. Now get off before I lose patience and you lose blood.
I pay you, George Davis.
You little vermin. My head still burns from where you clocked me, and I don't appreciate it at all.
You lucky then, because I could have hit you harder.
You close that trap. You don't smart mouth me, you boy.
You want your money or not?
Money? You ain't got no money.
Got a silver dollar right here. It's 100 years old. Man in Tremont, he told me he'd pay me $20 for it. What a man do? You gotta have consequences. Now look, if I give you this, you ain't come back to Miss Louisa for nothing. You gotta swear.
Sure, I swear. Come on, give it to me, I swear.
Now get you gone, George.
All right, Louisa. Next time, my gun don't miss. Ever. Thanks for the coin.
Oz, why don't you go in and get cleaned up? And Diamond, you go in the barn and milk the cow. Take that dang dog with you. Bad enough you run off like that. But you take your little brother with you? He'd cross through fire for you. I'm ashamed of him.
I'm really sorry.
If you ever pull another thing like that, you're gonna feel my hand across your skin. And believe me, it's something you ain't ever gonna... Hey, Billy. What's the matter, child?
Mom's baby coming. Send me to get you. Say don't feel right.
I'm gonna drive you.
Well, you can drive me, but I'll walk home. I don't want you standing around George Davis.
I'm coming with you.
No, this is no place for you.
I want to help.
Billy, is your pa there?
They're gonna drop his paw. He's staying in the barn till come.
I'll get my things. Brought you a present. And there's one for you. And there's one for you. Hey. Hey. We still have some time here. You can go on outside. I'll call you.
How many have you delivered?
42 and 47 years. I remember them all.
And they all lived?
You go on outside now. I'll let you know when. Breathe, Sally. Just deep breaths. That's good.
I'm sorry about putting that snake in your pail.
I did it to you first. If I'll kill a man, done it to him.
You're not your dad, Billy.
I tell him I'm fetching Miss Louisa. He'd be mad.
We're here to help your mother. Can't have a problem with that.
Is that right?
How's your faux paw?
Dead. What's she doing here? Huh?
I got them to help Ma. Miss Louisa's inside right now.
That woman's inside my house?
It's time. Come on. Baby's coming.
Listen, you got no business being here, old woman.
Sally needs help. Are you gonna do it? Come on.
If it's a girl, you let her die, you hear? Don't need me no more damn girls.
looks like you.
What will you be naming your new baby boy?
They call you Lou. That be your name, girl?
Well, sort of.
Then it be Lou.
I'm your brother, Lou.
Billy, when the crops are in, you come see me, all right?
Okay, Miss Louisa.
Why did Billy's mother marry a man like George Davis?
Well, because he owned his own land and livestock.
She could have left the mountain.
Well, this mountain is all she's ever known. It's hard to leave that.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
No, I never have. Me and this land get along right well, like family. I think we'd both be lost without the other. And when I'm gone, it'll belong to you and Oz.
I'd never own anything.
Well, you don't exactly own land, Lou. You and the High Rock just kind of take care of each other.
Do you have any other children besides my grandfather?
I had me a little girl named Annie. She was so pretty when she was born. I knitted her a pink cap to fit her head real good.
What happened?
Her little chest rose and fell and rose and fell. Then it forgot to rise again. Don't seem fair. Mama don't get to see her baby's eyes, at least once.
My dad died in that accident because he and my mom were arguing.
Well, Lou, people pass when it's their time. We can't forget them, but we got to go on living. And the folks we still have with us, they deserve all the help we can give them. I think it's time I showed you something. Come on. These are the letters your mother wrote to me.
I didn't know she did that.
There might be a lot you don't know about her. It's time you learned.
Well, look who's in town.
What are you doing here?
My office is in the courthouse here. What are you doing here?
Louisa gave us a day off.
Oh, nice. Well, hey, what say you give me a couple hours and I'll take y'all to lunch?
We don't have a watch.
Well, my father, he gave me this when I first moved here. Told me I would have a lot of time on my hands. I guess he wanted me to keep track of it, huh? How about you keep track of it? 2 hours. All right? Have fun. And Diamond, you keep out of trouble, you hear?
How much for a slice of pie?
Nickel? Hey, you get them dirty fingers away from my pie. Where you from, boy? Mountain?
No, I'm from the moon.
You just marched yourself on away from here. Get back up the mountain where you belong. Hey, get... Hey, you look...
Come on, Oz. Let's go.
Hey, why are you leaving?
Because we're from the mountain, too.
That's some mighty fine eating, Cotton.
Yeah, I agree, Diamond. It's good food.
Thanks, Cotton.
John! Oh, Mr. Cotton. What's going on?
The whole business is gone. Lost my job at the mine.
You didn't sell the Southern Valley, did you?
Yes, sir, I did. Me and most of the people on this side of the mountain.
Well, take care. Good luck.
Thank you.
Your parents were nice looking.
Yeah, they was.
Why didn't you tell me about them?
Why should I?
Because we're friends.
I never knowed my mom, but I try to think of what her voice would be like.
It's hard not having parents.
You still got a mama.
No, I don't.
Don't you ever give up on a breathing body, Lou. Ever.
You're good at telling stories. Maybe you should try writing.
Shoot. I don't know no big words except for hallelujah. Thanks.
You're a good friend. You're like family.
My daddy say that there are two things in life you die for. Friends and family. Sometimes they're one and the same.
Maybe they are. What's that, Lou? Nothing important.
The wind rattled tree limbs, the underbrush was thick with sounds of stealthy movement, and the tall grass seemed to clutch at the boy's pant legs. The little boy was certain that regiments of hobgoblins were roaming nearby in full, terrifying splendor. Yet something inside him had clearly risen superior to these horrors, for he did not once think of turning back. Well, maybe once, he admitted to himself. Or perhaps twice. He ran hard for a while, making his way over the knolls, navigating crisscross gullies, and stumbling through the jumble of dense woods. He cleared one last grove of trees, stopped.
There's a diamond in here.
A diamond?
Yep. Chip a little piece off it every day. And before you know it, there'll be the prettiest diamond anyone ever saw.
Maybe you could sell it for a lot of money.
Ain't need no money. Got everything I need right here on this mountain.
What's going on over there?
Well, coal company's got all the money. Now they want all the land.
It seemed everywhere I looked, there were signs going up. Sold to Southern Valley Coal. Timon never forgave the coal company for what they did to his father. Or for what they're doing to the mountain.
Don't you even think about it, Diamond Skinner.
I've been seeing you!
What was that all about?
Nothing you have to worry about.
Who's that?
Chuck Wheeler. He owns a coal company where he killed his dad.
Y'all know about the stars?
Yeah. That's Big Dipper and Pegasus.
I ain't heard of those, but there's the bear that's missing one leg. And over there, there's the stone chimney.
Sure do know a lot about stars, Diamond.
Well, when you're up here in the mountains, you're closer to them. Get to see them better than other folks. There's coal in that there rock. Pickaxe came to the job. Gotta use diamond.
Is it dangerous?
Nah. Done it myself. But if you ain't careful, you can blow yourself up good. You know, after it blows, maybe I could take you and show you around.
You should think about coming to live with us. You could be my big brother.
Maybe I will. Jim! Jim, stop! Come back here!
Jim! Diamond!
Come back here! Jim!
Diamond!
Diamond!
Wait.
Stop! No! Diamond, don't! No!
Hey, wait here, Miss Lou. I'll get him.
Jim, come back!
Come out of there! Diamond!
And that's all any of us need to carry in our hearts about this young man.
I've closed my eyes and wish. And wish. But you are never coming back.
going?
Gonna send a letter.
And then that go?
A lot to take to market.
What do you want?
Hey, Billy. Hey, you know, you're just in time. I was just saying, what are we going to do with all this food? Come on over here and take this home. Aunt Lou, put this one on Billy's car. And if your daddy say anything about this, you tell him to come talk to me.
Before long, Miss Louisa. I don't care what my pa says.
It's not fair. George Davis sells his crops and we get his family.
I'll tell you what's fair. A mama and her babies having food to eat. That's what's fair. You remember that.
What are those?
Just more letters from Mom.
Would you read them to me?
All right. Just one.
Dear Lisa, I hope you are doing well. Oz is over the whooping cough and is finally sleeping through the night. Me! You wrote about me! Your great-granddaughter is amazing.
Your great-granddaughter is amazing, Louisa. Her mind is so quick. I'm afraid she finds me a little boring. I know she wants, more than anything, to be a writer like her father. But she needs to understand that every writer has to find their own voice. But when Lou opens up her heart and lets the words pour from her, I know the world will have another mighty fine writer named Cardinal.
That was a good letter.
Good night, Oz.
Night, Lou.
Dandy of a Christmas now, I'm telling you. With the gas we're going to get out of this hole in the ground here, everybody's going to...
Hey!
Nico!
George! What is going on up there? What is going on here?
Louisa's kin.
Think she heard?
Don't know.
Miss Cardinal, I'm Judd Wheeler, president of Southern Valley.
He pays you to steal other people's land.
You're a little bit of a problem, aren't you? If you were my daughter...
Well, she's not.
Now, let's calm down, folks. It's just business.
Well, then it's good I've got my lawyer here, isn't it?
Miss Cardinal, I'm happy to offer you $50,000 for your property.
Well, that offer is for the underlying mineral rights only, of course.
No, I've got bigger plans for her property. It's the perfect location. I don't see one negative.
Well, except I ain't selling it to you.
My company is looking to make a substantial investment here. Now, how can you stand in the way of that?
I'm on 2 feet.
Louisa, you've been rich.
No, I wouldn't. I just have a whole bunch of money I don't need.
Louisa, you's crazy.
Well, then you sell him your land.
They can't get to my land without crossing your property.
Well, that's not my problem, is it?
Fool woman.
You get going now.
That was a lot of money.
Well, one thing you gotta remember about these coal people, and I told this to your daddy too, they got one job on this earth, and that's stealing the sun. Because once they get through destroying our land, there's gonna be no need for no more sun. Thank you, Myrtle. Land doesn't look nearly as pretty on paper, does it?
No, Miss Louisa, it don't. George Davis was right. He's landlocked. They gotta cross your land, or he ain't gonna get nothing.
That damn coal company is not gonna get my farm and destroy the mountain and ruin the land. Not while I'm...
You all right?
Is there a chair?
There you go.
Thank you. Those children are gonna need you.
I ain't know how to take care of Lou and Oz.
Oh, sure you do. You've been taking care of me for years.
They need their mama.
No. They just need someone to love them and take care of them.
Even if I could take care of them, ain't nobody gonna let me do it.
Eugene, when I took you in, you were just a little boy. Scared of his own shadow. Look at you now. What a fine human being you are. You're gonna show him the way.
What are you doing here?
You tell that old woman she better sell this place.
Get off our land. Now.
Oh!
Leave my sister alone.
You damn bastard. Come here. Come here, you little bastard. Ah! Hell no. You touch a white man, boy? You know that ain't never been my name. It be Eugene Randall. Don't you never call me nothing else.
Thank you, Eugene.
Go on now.
I want to read you one of my stories. It was a pretty fall day, and the leaves were yellow and red. A A little girl was running. At last she could see the big house on the hill. She didn't live there, but she always wanted to.
Lou, this came for you from the magazine.
Chaos.
Louisa! Louisa! Louisa, look!
$100? Oh, I am so proud of you. Congratulations, honey.
Woo! $100 is a lot of money.
It sure is.
Here you go.
Mighty fine story, Lou. Diamond would have been real proud. Plus, you get to pay a few bills, huh? So how's it feel to sell your first story?
I was wondering how my dad felt.
Well, I'm sure he felt exactly like you feel right now.
How about I treat you to lunch?
I'd be honored.
You finish your homework?
Yeah.
What?
I need to know why my dad never came back here.
This is your daddy's father and mother. My son, Jacob, and his wife, Susan. Susan went off and left Jacob when your daddy was just a young'un. I guess the mountain didn't agree with her. I can still hear your daddy's voice calling her over and over. I want my mother. And Jacob, he just never got over her leaving. Your daddy and I watched a man we both loved die a little bit every day. Until there was just nothing left of him. It was hard watching my son die. But it was harder on your daddy, losing first his mother and then his father. You know, I loved your daddy as much as I loved anything in this whole world. But I understand why he didn't want to come back here. A place where all that sorrow got a hold of him. I tried to help him. I really did. But I failed. It just failed him.
No. He named me after you. And this. My dad's last book. Open to the first page.
To Louisa May Cardinal, the one who showed me light from the dark. Oh. Thank you.
Hey, Billy.
Come here. Come here, you. Yeah. Come on. Hold.
The next one that touches Eugene is dead.
Hang on a second. Crazy woman.
Thank you for coming to tell us. What? Louisa, what's wrong? Louisa!
Miss Louisa? Miss Louisa?
She's resting now, but she's had a stroke.
It'll be fine. She'll be fine. Afternoon, Wheeler. What can I do for you?
Oh, coal's run out. Town's going to hell.
Every lick of coal and gas could disappear from this earth. And Louisa be just fine.
I'm, raising my offer. I assume you have power of attorney.
No, I don't. Anything else?
Consider yourself served.
The coal company was trying to declare Louisa incompetent so that they could take her land. But her mind was still with us. Even if she couldn't speak, her eyes were telling me not to be afraid.
Thank you, Lou.
You ready to have a go at this?
Ready as you are.
I seriously doubt that.
Judge George Davis has a vested interest in the outcome of this case.
Oh, George?
Yes.
Can you keep a fair and open mind about this case?
Sure, Henry. Sure I can. Me and Louisa, we're like good friends. We get along good.
He's lying!
He's a sweet boy.
Dr. Ross, can you state your fine credentials for the jury?
I'm chief of the psychiatric department at the county hospital, and I've handled more than 500 cases like this one.
And what, in your expert opinion, is Miss Cardinal's condition?
She should be institutionalized.
No further questions?
Mr. Longfellow?
Doctor, how many of the people that you have examined have you found to be incompetent? 100%? 95?
95 sounds about right.
That is a lot of crazy people.
Just call them like I see them, lawyer.
Yeah, I'm sure that you do. How many stroke victims that you have examined have you found to be mentally incompetent?
None that I can recall.
So even though one may not be able to talk or move, she may fully understand what is going on. In fact, over time, Miss Cardinal may have a complete recovery.
I doubt that.
Since you yourself admitted that you are not an expert in stroke victims, I would like that last statement removed from the record.
You are hereby instructed to disregard that last statement of Dr. Ross.
No more questions.
Judge, Miss Cardinal, when she gets better, can take care of her own affairs.
She won't have any land left.
Well, I think she can take comfort in the $100,000 that Southern Valley has offered her.
Judge, he has just as good as bribed this jury and the whole town.
I withdraw the statement.
Three cows lay in the grass in one protected space, while a roan horse grazed alone in a small snake rail corral. And rising high above all this were the Appalachians. Miss Amanda, you need to come back to us. For more reasons than you know.
Memories are a funny thing. People like to change the past so they can remember what it is they want to remember.
Not now, Amanda.
We can't live off awards, Jack, unless we move to Virginia.
Leave New York?
Not now, Lou.
I don't want to move.
Said not now.
It wasn't your fault that Dad died. It It was mine. I love you. She's gonna lose the farm, isn't she?
Sometimes you can't get justice even in a court of law. I think I just got my miracle. Your Honor, I call Eugene Randall.
Cotton found his miracle. He put Southern Valley on trial for Diamond's death.
How many times do you reckon you used dynamite in that mine?
50 times or more.
Well, I'd say that makes you an expert. And after you set the dynamite, what did you do?
Well, the shaft curves in a couple of different places, so I usually just wait around the curve or go outside.
When the dynamite exploded, where were you?
40 feet in. Not even to the first curve. Throw me 10 feet.
And where did you set the dynamite?
Past the second curve. 220 feet in.
And where did you find Diamond's body?
Another 40 feet in.
And in your expert opinion, do you think that there is any way that that dynamite could have thrown Diamond's body that far?
No, sir.
Thank you, Eugene. Nothing further.
You ever been to school, boy?
There ain't no school for colored here.
Mm-hmm. And yet you're up here testifying under oath to all these precise distances.
Yes, sir.
Now, how can that be for an uneducated colored man who has never even added 1 + 1 under the eyes of a teacher?
Miss Louisa taught me. And I handy with saw and hammer. Now, you cut a 3-foot board to fill a 4-foot space? What exactly have you done?
But in a dark mine, how can you be so sure of the distances, boy?
I painted the walls in that mine in 10-foot parcels over 400 feet in. You can see them as clear as day. And you can put down what I done said here as the word of the Lord.
Are you done with the witness?
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
You're excused, Mr. Randall.
The court thanks you for your expert testimony.
You heard Eugene testify. Now, under those circumstances, is there any way that that dynamite charge could have caused those injuries to Diamond?
That would have been impossible.
Have you ever seen injuries like that before?
There was an explosion at a manufacturing company. 12 men were killed.
And what caused that explosion?
Natural gas leak.
Natural gas leak. Nothing further. You found natural gas on Miss Cardinal's property, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
And why didn't you post signs saying that there was gas in there?
We didn't want people to know what we were doing up there.
Because you wanted to buy her land for a lot less than it was worth. Why didn't you come forward when Diamond Skinner was killed, sir? Answer the question. Why didn't you come forward after Diamond Skinner was killed? Why didn't you come forward?
I didn't want the boy to die like that. It was just business.
Well, he did die. Just like that. Let me give you good folks the legal side of this case. It's not complicated. Like a good bird dog, it points in one direction and one direction only. Southern Valley killed Diamond Skinner. And now they seek to use the tragedy of Louisa May to take her land. The law clearly states that one cannot profit from one's misdeeds. Now, if what Southern Valley did does not qualify as a misdeed, then there is nothing on this earth that does. You can pull the gas out of the mountain, but in time, just like the coal, it will be gone. And so will Southern Valley. You want a savior? Then look to yourselves. Rely on each other, just as Louisa May has been doing her whole life. For her, the resources of the land are never exhausted because she never tried to tear its soul out. And her reward is to live a decent, honest life. For as long as she desires.
I want to say something. No, she would never sell her land. Because that land is like her family. It may not seem like much to those who want to destroy it. But it means everything to the people who call the mountain home. The reason I came here was because of my dad. But I want to stay here now. Because of you. I found this in your closet. I thought you'd like to have it.
All right. Be seated.
What say you?
We find for Southern Valley.
We'll appeal. Don't worry.
That was real good.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
Thank you.
dù quê ta đất cằn đá sỏi, hãy thương hỡi người sông vắng lẻ loi con bò. Hãy tin hỡi người năm tháng không hề nhạt phai, câu hát ru lòng ta người ơi người có ơi giọt môi ướt vai gầy áo mẹ. Hãy thương hỡi người chưa vắng nghe lũy che dí dào. Hãy tin hỡi người năm tháng không hề nhạt phai. Câu hát ru lòng ta, người ơi người có người có hay